This is Kim Hunter, and today let's talk about your favorite season. I have to say, I like spring and summer, they're my favorite. I do like fall, winter, I'd have to say, is my fourth favorite, which is actually my least favorite, of course. But I like all weather. So let's discuss cell theory one more time. Today, your learning target is actually understand and interpret the principles of cell theory. We touched on them yesterday, so let's review. Cell theory explains how living things are connected. We talked about Robert Hooke. We attributed him with a microscope and naming the cell. Leeuwenhoek, we attributed him to calling the cells animalcules. Matthias Schleiden discovered animals have cells. Theodor Schwann discovered plants have cells. And Rudolf Virchow said that cells come from pre-existing cells. Spontaneous generation. Let's go. Hold on. Let's go back. Okay, so Rudolf Virchow said that cells come from pre-existing cells. This was not known until like yesterday in the video, as Matthias Schleiden and Theodor Schwann had a discussion point that couldn't determine if cells actually just came about or if they cells reproduce to create more cells. So back then, people used to believe that non-living things can create living things. We know this isn't the case, but back then they just didn't know. For example, people in Egypt way long ago believed that frogs formed from mud. John Baptiste van Helmont, he actually had a recipe for mice. So let's look at his recipe. You place dirty clothes or rags in an open container, add some wheat grains, and in 21 days you'll have full-grown mice. They'll just appear. They spontaneously generate. Now, based on cell theory, we know that's not true. We know it's inaccurate, but which parts of the cell theory does this affect? Well, remember Rudolf Virchow said, no, that's not right. Cells come from other cells. So this video is short today, right? So your activity is in Google Classrooms, your assignment, and you're going to look at these 4 statements to determine which is true and which is not according to the principles of the cell theory. Number 1, Carlos noticed under a microscope that cells replicated itself to form a new cell. 2, Claire determined that cells spontaneously appear under a microscope over time. Number 4, all animals have cells, but mold does not. Number 4, a hollowed out cork cell does not have genetic material to replicate. Therefore, it is not considered a living thing. So, y'all enjoy y'all's day and don't forget to do your activity. Thanks.